Hi, Coach Brandy here. Somewhere inside you, there is a dream that refuses to let go. A quiet whisper from God, reminding you that your life has purpose. This is You Have a Dream, Living with Purpose podcast. Hi peeps, Life Coach Brandy, and this is You Have a Dream, Living with Purpose. Today we're talking about something we all experience, change. The episode is called When Seasons Change, and it's a reminder that life moves in cycles, and every season has purpose. Whether you're stepping into something new or letting go of something familiar, there's beauty in the transition. The key is learning how to move with grace instead of resistance. Navigating life's changing seasons requires grace, faith, and renewal. It is about letting go of what no longer fits and trusting God's timing. Embracing these transitions allows us to find peace and discover new growth, even in uncertain times. There is a time for everything. Ecclesiastes 3:1. Remember, it reminds us that every season has purpose and comes to shape us into our authentic self. Change can feel uncomfortable because it asks us to release what's known. But just like the trees let go of their leaves to make room for new growth, we must trust the process. Every season, the blooming, the waiting, the resting, is holy. Nothing is wasted when your life is guided by purpose. Life moves in rhythms, and just as nature transitions, so do our personal chapters. Navigating these changes with grace requires releasing what no longer fits, leaning on faith, diving into uncertainty, and trusting that periods of dormancy always gives way to renewal and growth. Here are some principles for navigating change. Recognize that seasons of struggle and seasons of blessings both pass. Seasons of struggle is when you're growing, and seasons of blessings are using your growth to become your authentic self and enjoying your journey of your life's purpose. In our different seasons, we will continue to practice letting go, releasing old habits or outdated mindsets, which creates space for new personal growth. Each season brings its own lessons. These are the ones that stretch you to the most, and these are the ones where you can also find joy. Center yourself in faith. These are the seasons of transition and waiting. Anchor yourself in prayer. Let me try that again. Anchor yourself in prayer or a quiet reflection. Trust that you are always growing and moving towards your life's purpose and becoming your best authentic self. So ask yourself, what season am I in? And what is it teaching me? So grace through transitions is when you stop resisting change. Peace follows. God's timing isn't always comfortable, but it's always intentional. Every shift prepares you for what's next. And grace doesn't mean pretending everything's fine. It means trusting that you're held even when everything's unfamiliar. So instead of resisting the discomfort, of the unknown. Embrace the transition as a sacred pause. Allow yourself to release what no longer fits. Find strength in your faith and trust that each shift is leading you toward your life purpose and your best authentic self. Walk by faith. This means accepting that you cannot see the whole path ahead. Let go of the need for the need to be perfect. Remember, we are perfectly imperfect. So watch for clarity and focus instead of taking your next clarity and focus as you take your next intentional step. Embrace the sacred pause. When we have periods of stillness, these are not delays. They are seasons of preparation, healing, and personal growth. Give yourself grace to process complex emotions, grief, and excitement, and these all come with change. Because sometimes we have grief because we're letting go of our old self, or we're letting go of old habits, or we're just stepping out of the life that we were comfortable with, but we see that it's no longer serving us. So there will be grief as you're letting go of your old self and of your old mindset and of your old life, okay? But there will also be joy because you know that you're on the journey of living your life's purpose and becoming your true, authentic self. And so as we continue to grow, there will be times where we kind of grieve who we were. So lean in on your spiritual anchors. Remember, we have anchors for our life purpose, but you also need your anchors for your faith. And those anchors can be just put a Bible verse on your mirror. That way you know, because like Luke 1:37 is on mine. For with God, nothing is impossible. So find comfort and stability in the unchanging nature of your faith. When earthly circumstances feel chaotic, meditating on scripture and words of encouragement can provide deep reassurance during uncertainty. Before we continue, it's time to take a dream moment. Take a breath for just a second. Think about the dream that's been placed in your heart. Maybe it's something big, maybe it's something quiet that only you and God know. But if that dream is still there, it's there for a reason. So keep walking in faith, keep taking the next step, and trust purpose grows one day at a time. Now, let's get back to the episode. Welcome back. As you shift your focus from what is ending to what is being formed within you and your journey of your life's purpose, at times you can feel uncertain, but they are purposeful intervals. Even when you're uncertain, they are purposeful intervals. They're designed to stretch you. Period. They're designed to stretch your character, stretch your comfort, and deepen your trust. Anchor yourself. God's character stays constant, even when your external circumstances fluidly shift. And you can see those shifts. Your identity and worth do not disappear when a specific role or life chapter closes. Remember, you're on a journey. When we rid habits that no longer serve us, when people no longer align with your journey, and you release them, they served in the season that came to an end. I have friends, we're still friends, but we don't hang around like we used to. And we don't talk as frequently as we used to. But they served in that time that I needed them the most. They're still my friends. We're just not as close as we were, because they were there for that chapter when I needed them the most. I needed their guidance. I needed their strength during my weakest time. So in that season, I truly, truly needed them. We're still the best of friends. I think COVID made us, kind of drift apart. We still check in with each other. We still love each other. We still want the best for each other. But we just don't see each other as often. And I read something the other day that, I know guys need their guy trips away from the women in their lives, away from all their work stuff. They need de-stressed also. They need to decompress, so they need their own. But I've heard that women that take girls' trips every year, they are able to decompress the best and come back as their best self at that time, and they're regenerated to be able to be the mom, the wife, whatever her career is, that it helps them to have that reset, just have that time to be, have that girls' weekend and just have a good time and not worry about your kids, not worry about grandkids, not worry about work, and just giggle and laugh and have lots of fun. And then you're able to come back with a fresh mindset. So just remember, even couples need a weekend away from kids, away from work, away from, all the daily tasks. That way they are still connecting. So everybody needs that weekend away to reset. And couples should do that. I think every 2 weeks you should have a date night. And every other month have a weekend away. And every other year, every 2 years, you have 1 year you have a family vacation. The next year it's just you and your spouse. That way you are intentionally focusing on your marriage and decompressing and just getting to know each other again. Because as you go through life, you change. I'm talking about seasons right now. So as you go through life, you grow and you change. And so you all need to stay in lockstep pretty much and take comfort in knowing that you love each other and you're in for the long haul. And I think a lot of what I see is that some people look at marriage as disposable, just like everything else in life. Back in the day, not everything was disposable. So you had to always constantly work on your marriage, always constantly work on those relationships with your friends, because we didn't have group chats back then. We had to actually make a phone call and talk and have conversations to make sure that they were okay. Now we have social media and you can see what's going on in their lives. It's just different. Back in the day, it was so different and we had more connections. So I'd like us to get back to that, because people are not disposable. we're all human beings, and we all need people in our lives that, different opinions, different personality characteristics, they all help us learn something. They all help us develop into being our best authentic self. And so I think that we need to not look at stuff as disposable, because people aren't disposable. They're human beings. They may have a time in your life where they serve a purpose where you're like really connected, but just stay in touch with them. Make sure that they're, doing okay. Because, you all were really close at one point and you really needed each other. And maybe you went off and got married, or maybe you moved away from each other. Just make sure that you're checking in and making sure that they're okay. I don't remember where I was. So okay, I'm probably going to restate some stuff. Your identity and worth do not disappear when a specific role or chapter closes. Remember, you are on a journey. When we rid ourselves of habits that no longer serve us, when people no longer align with your journey and you release them, they served in the season that came to an end. Root your daily schedule in timeless spiritual practices like prayer, meditation, scripture, reading, and journaling, which we've been talking about since I started this back in October, November. Reframe the unknown as holy preparation rather than a loss of personal stability. This is when you're growing to be your best authentic self. Extend grace to this process. Release the tight grip of control and allow yourself to gently feel the tension of the transition. Acknowledge that grief and sadness that naturally comes with leaving a familiar chapter behind. You need to learn your current limitations. Remember, we are perfectly imperfect. We don't always have to be operating at our peak performance. Remember, give yourself grace to rest and reset. Remember, do not judge yourself. Be positive and know you are on a journey, and there will be peaks and valleys. So let's go into our guided reflection. Trusting the transition. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Picture the season you're in. Maybe it's growth, maybe it's rest, maybe it's release. Now whisper, "This season is working for my good." Feel peace settle over you. Every change carries new life, even the ones that feel hard to understand. As you welcome renewal and growth, view the transition as the pruning process. This will make room for physical and mental blessings. Look for small insights. Daily track what lessons you are currently learning. So track daily the insights that you've learned on that day, or what insights that you had that day. So your environment is trying to teach you something. So reflect daily and see what opportunities there were to learn something. Lean on your support system. Asking for practical help. And open up and share your burdens openly. This will give you a way to reflect and listen to a friend, and they can offer insight as well. Expect fresh clarity and vision that will sprout organically once the dust of change finally settles. So let's grab our journals real quick. Everybody got them? I'm getting mine. Here we go. Now let's reflect. What am I being asked to release this season? What blessings came from past changes in my life? How can I stay grounded as things shift around me? And remember, the goal isn't to cling or control. It's to trust. You can honor what was while welcoming what you can honor what was while welcoming what's next. Title your page, My Season of Becoming. Write down how you want to feel as you move forward. So let's go into our affirmation for this week. I am rooted in peace as I embrace each new season of my life. I am rooted in peace and embrace each new season of my life. That is beautiful and a grounding affirmation. Embracing life's transitions with a peaceful mindset is a wonderful practice. Continue to journal. Be intentional in your daily tasks. And remember to give yourself grace and time to renew and reset. Thank you for joining me today when seasons change. Remember, endings aren't failures. They're faith in motion. If you're ready to anchor your place in every season, be sure to follow You Have a Dream, Living with Purpose on all podcast platforms. New episodes drop every Monday, guiding you to embrace your life's purpose and becoming your best authentic self. Subscribe now so you never miss a moment of calm and loving the show. Reach out to me for more peace if you're a peace seeker by leaving a quick review. Your 5-star rating allows us to keep growing this beautiful community. Ready to stop feeling overwhelmed by life's changes? Book a complimentary clarity session with me at youhaveadream.livingwithpurpose@gmailcom. This will all be in the notes as well. If this episode brought you a moment of calm, let's keep the energy flowing all week long. Join me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for your daily devotionals, affirminators, sprinkles of joy, positivity. You can find all the links in the show notes below. Go hit the follow and let's start living your life purpose together. Every ending carries a beginning. I hope you have a great week. Life Coach Brandy, out of here. Bye. Before we go, remember this. You have a dream that matters, a purpose that matters. And when you walk in faith and live with courage, that dream becomes a light for the world to see. Until next time, keep living with purpose. Be blessed.